English Listening Lab.
Hi, I'm Emma from English Listening Lab. Today we're going to talk about how to introduce yourself at a new job and speak simple English at work.
Hi, I'm Jack, and I'm starting a new job soon. I feel a little nervous about talking to new people.
That's completely normal, Jack. Everyone feels like that on the first day, but we will practice simple sentences that make you sound confident and friendly.
That sounds really helpful. Let's start.
Great. So imagine this is your first day at a new workplace. You walk in and someone says, "Hi, nice to meet you."
What should I say?
You can simply say, "Hi, nice to meet you too."
That's easy.
Yes, always keep it simple. Now let's go one step deeper. You want to introduce yourself. You can say, "Hi, I'm Jack. I'm new here."
Just that?
Yes, or a slightly longer version. "Hi, I'm Jack. I'm new here. I'm the new engineer."
Oh, that sounds more professional.
Exactly. You just add your job role.
Let me try. Hi, I'm Jack. I'm new here. I'm the new engineer.
Perfect. Very clear and confident. Now, at work, people may ask, "What do you do?"
I should explain my job?
Yes, you can say, "I work as a civil engineer."
Simple.
Very simple. Or, "I work in the engineering department."
That also sounds good.
Yes. Now imagine someone asks, "Where do you work?"
I can say my company name?
Exactly. For example, "I work at LifeCon Company."
Okay, that's easy to remember.
Now let's practice asking others about their job. You can say, "What about you?"
That's it?
Yes, or more polite, "What do you do?" Let me try. "What do you do?" Perfect. That's a very common workplace question. Now imagine you are in a small group at work. People are introducing themselves. You might hear, "I'm a project manager. I work in HR. I'm in the IT department."
Oh, so I just listen and respond?
Yes, and you can say, "Nice to meet you."
Easy.
Very easy. Now let's talk about departments. You might hear words like HR, admin, engineering, IT, or finance.
Sometimes I don't understand these.
That's okay. You can politely ask, "Sorry, what department is that?"
That sounds polite.
Yes, always be polite at work. Now let's imagine a full short conversation.
Okay, I'm ready.
"Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
What do you do?"
I'm Jack. I'm new here. I'm the new engineer.
"Welcome. I work in the HR department."
Nice to meet you.
"Great job. That sounds very natural."
That felt easy, actually.
Exactly. Simple English is powerful. Now let's go a bit deeper into first day small talk. At work, people may ask, "How is your first day?"
I can say, good?
Yes, or "It's good, thank you."
Okay.
Or, if you feel a bit unsure, you can say, "It's going well. I'm still learning."
That's honest and polite.
Exactly. Now imagine someone says, "Are you busy?"
I can say yes or no?
Yes. If you are busy, yes, a little busy. If not busy, no, I'm free.
Very simple again.
Yes. Now here's an important tip for your first day. Don't try to speak perfect English. Try to speak clear and friendly English.
That makes me feel better.
Good. People care more about understanding you than perfect grammar. Now let's do a mini practice. I will speak like a colleague and you respond. "Hi, nice to meet you. What's your name?"
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm new here.
What do you do?
I'm a civil engineer.
How is your first day?
It's going well, thank you.
Great job.
That was not difficult at all.
Exactly. Now imagine later in the day you are sitting at your desk and someone walks over and says, "Welcome to the team."
I can say thank you.
Perfect. Just thank you is enough. Now, here's one more useful phrase. If you don't understand something at work, you can say, "Sorry, I'm still learning."
That sounds very useful.
Yes, it shows you are polite and willing to learn.
I like that.
Good. Now you are ready to introduce yourself at any new job confidently.
I feel much better now. I think I can handle my first day.
That's great, Jack. And remember, everyone starts as a beginner. Just speak simple English and smile. Now imagine your first day is over and you're about to face your first real work challenge tomorrow. And now your first day is over. You're sitting at your desk the next day and real work has started. This is where you might face small work problems, and that's totally normal.
Yeah, I think this is the part I'm most worried about. What if I don't understand something?
That's a very good question, Jack. Let's start with simple situations. At work, you may feel busy or stressed. You can say, "I'm a bit busy right now."
That sounds simple.
Yes, or if you are really busy, you can say, "I have a lot of work today."
Okay, that explains the situation clearly.
Exactly. Now imagine you are working on a task but you don't understand it. What can you do?
Maybe ask someone?
Perfect. You can say, "Sorry, I don't understand. Can you help me?"
That feels polite.
Yes, always be polite at work. Now let's make it even more natural. You can also say, "Can you explain this, please?"
That sounds easier to say.
Good. Now imagine your colleague gives you instructions quickly and you miss something.
That happens to me sometimes.
Then you can say, "Sorry, can you repeat that, please?"
That's very useful.
Yes, and it saves you from mistakes. Now let's talk about another common problem, deadlines.
Oh, yes, deadlines stress me out.
Many people feel the same. If you need more time, you can say, "I need more time for this task."
That's honest.
Yes, or you can say, "Can I have an extension, please?"
Extension means more time?
Exactly, more time to finish work.
Okay, I understand.
Now imagine you are overloaded with work. You can say, "I have too much work right now."
That sounds serious.
Yes, but it is okay to say it politely so your manager understands. Now let's talk about mistakes at work.
I'm afraid of making mistakes.
That's normal, Jack. If you make a mistake, you can say, "I'm sorry, I made a mistake."
That's simple.
Yes, or even better, "I will fix it."
That sounds responsible.
Exactly. Responsibility is important at work. Now imagine you send the wrong file or wrong report. You can say, "Sorry, I sent the wrong file. I will correct it."
That's very professional.
Yes, and people will respect your honesty. Now let's talk about misunderstanding instructions. Sometimes your manager may say something unclear.
That happens a lot.
Then you can ask, "Could you please explain in a simple way?"
That's helpful.
Or, "What do you mean by this?"
Okay.
Now let's do a real workplace practice. Jack, please prepare this report by 3 p.m.
Sorry, can you explain this, please?
Yes, collect the data and make a short summary.
Okay, I understand. I will do it.
Great.
That felt like a real office situation.
Exactly. Now imagine later you realize you need help. You can say, "Can you help me with this task?"
That's very direct.
Yes, and clear. Now let's talk about stress. At work, you might feel pressure. You can say, I am feeling a bit stressed.
Is that okay to say at work?
Yes, but politely and in the right situation. Or you can say, I have a tight deadline.
That sounds more professional.
Exactly. Now imagine your colleague is also busy. You can say, I understand you are busy, but can you help me later?
That's respectful.
Yes, always respect others' time. Now let's do another practice. I will be your colleague. Can you finish this task today?
I have a lot of work today. Can I have more time, please?
Okay, tomorrow is fine.
Thank you.
Great response.
I'm starting to feel more confident with these phrases.
That's good. Now, one more important thing, communication problems.
Like misunderstanding?
Yes, if you don't understand email or message, you can say, Sorry, I didn't understand the email. Can you explain?
That's very useful.
Yes, and don't feel shy. Everyone asks questions at work.
That makes me feel better.
Good. Now remember, at work, problems are normal. The important thing is how you communicate.
I think simple English really helps in these situations.
Exactly. Simple, clear, and polite. Now imagine your workday continues and you successfully solve your first problem with confidence.
And now everything is set. You've scheduled the meeting, confirmed the time, and everyone agrees. But in real life, plans can change, so let's learn how to handle changes politely and professionally.
Yes, this is very important. I sometimes feel nervous when I need to change or cancel a meeting.
That's normal, Jake. The key is simple English and polite words. Let's start with rescheduling.
Okay.
If you want to change the time, you can say, Can we move the meeting?
That sounds simple.
Yes, or a little clearer, Can we move the meeting to 4 p.m.?
Let me try. Can we move the meeting to 4 p.m.?
Perfect. Now, another common word is reschedule.
We learned this before, right?
Yes, but let's practice again. You can say, Can we reschedule the meeting?
Can we reschedule the meeting?
Great. Now imagine the other person agrees.
That's good news.
Yes, they might say, Yes, that's fine.
So I just confirm the new time?
Exactly. You can say, Thank you. Let's meet at 5 p.m. then.
Easy.
Now let's talk about cancelling a meeting. Sometimes you cannot attend at all.
This one is difficult for me.
Don't worry, keep it very simple and polite. You can say, Sorry, I can't make it.
That sounds polite already.
Yes, and you can add, Can we reschedule?
Let me try. Sorry, I can't make it. Can we reschedule?
Excellent. Very natural. Now, if you want to be more formal, you can say, I'm sorry, I won't be able to attend the meeting.
That sounds very professional.
Yes, it is used in emails. Now let's talk about apologizing. Always start with a simple sorry or I'm sorry.
Why is that important?
Because it shows respect for the other person's time.
That makes sense.
Now let's practice a full cancellation message. Hi, I'm sorry I can't make it to the meeting today.
Can we reschedule for tomorrow?
Yes, that works. Perfect. Now let's move to follow-up messages. After a meeting, people often send a short message.
What do they say?
Perfect.
That feels very professional.
Exactly. Now let's talk about another situation, pressure at work.
Yes, I feel pressure sometimes.
You can say, I am under pressure, but I am working on it.
That sounds balanced.
Yes, or I will try my best to complete it.
That's good too.
Now imagine you need help again. You can say, "Can we work on this together?"
That sounds friendly.
Yes, teamwork language is very important. Now let's practice a full mini conversation. Is this task done?
I am still working on it. I will finish it soon.
Okay, please update me.
Sure, I will update you.
Great.
That felt natural.
Good job. Now let's talk about ending conversations at work. When finishing a discussion, you can say, "Thank you for your help."
That's polite.
Yes, or "I will update you soon."
Okay.
Now imagine your workday is ending. You solved problems, you communicated clearly, and you feel more confident.
I really feel like I improved today.
That's the goal. Workplace English is not about perfection, it's about clear communication.
I understand that now.
And remember, every time you speak, you improve a little more.
I think I can handle real work situations now.
You absolutely can. Now imagine tomorrow you face a new challenge at work, but this time you already know what to say.
That feels less scary now.
Good, because communication is your strongest tool at work.
Thank you, Emma. This really helped me.
You're welcome, Jack. Keep practicing simple English every day, and you will become more confident step by step.
I will.
And to everyone listening, remember, don't be afraid of work problems. Use simple English, stay calm, and speak clearly.
See you next time.
Bye.